And action! It's a wrap.
You are talking very much about the producing side of things, but I know that you also wear the casting director hat. And if I had to ask you the same questions about the casting director hat, what would the answers be?
Well, I pretty much now only ever cast my own work. I'm rarely a casting director for hire now, just because I don't have the time. So I don't think you can quite. It's not a career in the same way as if you were talking to another casting director who that's their full-time job. What I like about being a casting director for my own productions is that I don't have the producer telling me I've got it wrong, which is really nice. And actually, part of the reason why the main reason why I don't cast for other people is because I don't have the time. But also, it is incredibly frustrating when you watch people make the wrong decision or not want to see someone that you know is right for it. Yeah. I think casting is a trick, and casting directors do not get nearly enough credit. And I'm saying that as a producer, not as a casting director, because they're the ones that. I mean, there's a big myth in this industry that casting directors cast shows, which of course they don't. Casting directors put people in front of directors and producers who cast shows, but ultimately it is the casting director who decides who sits in front, who gets in the room. So it's an incredibly powerful job, and it's a shame that there's no recognition for casting directors. But I think the best part of being a casting director is when you phone up an agent. I mean, you rarely get to speak directly to the actor, but when you phone an agent and offer a job, and it's the job they've either always wanted, or they haven't had a job for the last 6 months, or whatever. You know, this was the last time they were thinking about leaving the industry, but that's always magical. And the worst part is when you do that, and then they say sorry, they've just been offered another job.
Oops.
Yeah.
I was talking the other day to an agent, actually, and they were saying that they usually take on their books someone, or they put up front for jobs, or people get chosen because they have been working. So when you as a producer and casting director have to search for someone for that specific role, do you only go for people that you've already known, people that are working, or do you go for new faces, people that you've never met?
I think it entirely depends on the role. I think I would be lying if I said we didn't, I mean, you can just see by looking at my shows how often we work with the same people over and over again, but only when they're right. But obviously, we're making a family. We're asking people to commit very emotionally on a very deep level very quickly. So if you know people, if there's a shorthand already there, if you've already had a great working relationship with someone, why wouldn't you want to repeat that? I would be lying if I said that someone's agent, the quality of their agent and the quality of their body of work isn't important, because it's a validation. It's someone else before me has said, yes, that worked. So it puts you in a more relaxed position than if you're taking on someone who's completely unknown. But having said that, if the role demands someone young or someone inexperienced or someone who absolutely actively feels like we've discovered something, then I have no qualms in. The process tends to be longer. You put them through more rounds. You need to find out more about them as a human being. But no, it's entirely dependent on the role.